Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's Week 8 in the NFL. We are talking with Mike Brenner, winning record overall, giving us 4 picks this year in NFL, this week in NFL and college. Looking to have a big week this week. Last week he did have a big week, although just the way the coin flips went, you wound up all your picks covered on the full game spreads, but only went 2-2 because you took some of them on the first half lines, or you took all 4 of them on the first half lines, right?
Sure did.
Yeah, you love the first half lines. Well, this one you've chosen Cincinnati or Pitt. Seems like there's no difference between the full game line or a first half line. It's a pick'em spread approximately. Pitt's a 1 or 1.5 point to home favorite on the full game line, and the first half line is pick'em or Pitt -0.5. Both these teams have been excellent against the spread so far this year. And Pitt, I believe that Cincinnati's 5-0-1. I think Pitt is 5-1-1. And of course, Ben Roethlisberger back for Pitt here. Both these teams have a ton of weapons on offense. Total's kind of high, but I'm thinking maybe a shot with the over at 48 might be a decent play. You got to assume that Roethlisberger is going to be, at 100% and slinging away for Pitt. So if that's the case, 2 strong offenses matching up. Who do you like here, Mike?
Yeah, that could look good for the over. Hey, Pete, it's nice to be here with you as usual. This is just a great rivalry. As a fan, I love this game every year. And yeah, the line is a pick 'em or a 1. I'm going with the full game, and I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh my gosh!
I'm going with the Bengals. Yep. And last year at Pittsburgh, they lost. They had their asses handed to them, but this team is just, they come out every year strong, but I think this might be the year that they stay consistent. And I've been looking for that for about 4 or 5 years now with this coach, with Marv Lewis, and since Andy Dalton stepped in. So I like them. Their confidence is there. They have won in Pittsburgh before. They're not afraid of this team. This is a must, not a must win, but it's a big rival division game that they need to have. Now, Big Ben, yes, he's back, and I love Roethlisberger. I'm a big fan of his. But I think the rust factor might play into to him coming back as well, because, he's been sitting. He's been sitting,
yeah.
And, he's been active. But I think Cincinnati is just hitting on all cylinders right now. Everything is smooth. It's like a fine oiled machine. And I don't think they have any fear going into Pittsburgh, and I think they're going to take advantage of some of the weaknesses, because the biggest weaknesses with the Steelers, and let's just be practical about this, is the defense. When you lose Polamalu and you lose a lot of your linebacking core, the leadership just isn't there. So I think Andy Dalton might have a little bit of a field day in the secondary, and I look for the Bengals.
A little bit of a field day.
A little bit of a field day.
Like you're either having it's just like Seinfeld. You're either having a field day or you're not. There's no little bit of a field day, right?
True. You're right about that. Okay, well, he's going to have a damn field day. Then. Peter's going to have a field day. But I like the Bengals, and I think this is a no-brainer for me. I think that the confidence level and the fact that they're very healthy, I think they go in with no fear, and they beat Pittsburgh -1 or a pick'em on the full game.
All right, I'll tell you my relationship with this game so far from opening up till now, all right?
Okay.
I saw the opening line. I was like you. I liked Cincinnati. Cincinnati's coming off a bye. I know that historically they don't have a great record coming off a bye, but I feel like this is a different kind of Cincinnati team than from what we've seen in years past. So I liked Cincinnati, and I picked it, and I did bet it. Then I previewed the game with a guy named Brandon Shively, a professional handicapper that I really liked. Told him I liked Cincinnati. He said no. He liked Pittsburgh. He gave all his reasons. Now we've seen a pretty significant line movement, right? On Sunday night, it was Cincinnati -1.5 across the board. Now it's Pitt -1 or 1.5. This is the most interesting game of the week to me. I've written it down as one of the games I'm going to ask Brent from BetDSI about sharp action on tomorrow when I talk to him. I am agreeing with you, or at least on Sunday night I was agreeing with you, but now seeing the line movement, hearing what Brandon Shively had to say, I don't know. Maybe maybe Pitt is as strong as Cincinnati on offense. Home field edge are going to come in and get the win. What do you think?
Yeah, and I don't think it's by any means going to be a blowout at all, Pete. I really don't. They always play each other tough. I just feel so good about the offense of Cincinnati, and again, I'm not going to at all just forget about who's running the ball for Pittsburgh. This guy's a horse, Le'Veon Bell. He's having a great year.
Not just him, Bryant, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, they are.
That's a weapon. They're loaded. That offense is loaded. So, but I just got to go with this defense. Cincinnati's very stable. They're very confident, and when you got an offense like that, I think they're capable of going into Pittsburgh and winning this game. I don't see a blowout by any means, but I see a nice, decent, comfortable win for Cincinnati.
There we go. Well, right now the line has moved significantly. It's Pittsburgh -1 or 1.5. So the purposes of our record keeping here, Mike Brenner, we can give you Cincinnati +1.5. Interesting analysis. I hope you're right, because I do already have a bet on Cincinnati, although I got him on the opening line at -1.5. Terrible number. Mike Brenner, interesting insights as always. We will talk to you again next week, see how this all turned out.
All right. Thanks, Pete.